Hello, everyone, and welcome to our presentation session. So the first presentation here for us, we have Joyce Testanier with us and also Ralph Lichtenberg. Joyce would give us the run through the presentation. Hi, Joyce, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
So I would like to give a little bit of introduction about Joyce. She is a passionate human resources business partner with over 10 years of experience in HR field, from recruitment to coaching and the career development. Currently, she is working at Travix in Amsterdam, and today she will talk about the Travix working culture. So, Joyce, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Let me present my screen. All right, so you should be able to see my screen. And I'm really excited to be here today with you. And I'm going to be talking about Travix, who we are, and what's the culture with us. So Travix is an e-commerce company. We're selling flight tickets. So our customer can come on our platform and they can compare flight routes, destination, and price, and they can book through our platform to get their flight tickets. We have 5 brands and an extensive portfolio, and we're the market leader in several countries, and we're growing rapidly on all continents. And on a daily basis, we're helping thousands of people to find the best flights, and we inspire them and guide them through their travel journey. And recently, we joined the Trip.com group, who is a global leader worldwide, operating from China. And in this group, we're together with Ctrip, Skyscanner, and Qunar. We're present in 39 countries, and you can see some of the brands on the screen here, and maybe you're familiar with CheapTickets.nl, which is our most well-known brand in the Netherlands. And before I tell you further, I want to tell you a little story. So a few months ago, we asked our people what would be the first thing that they would do once the restrictions would start to be lifted away. And guess what? The majority wanted to be traveling again, and they wanted to travel to explore the world, or simply to go back home and see their family. And others wanted to go to concert festivals and pubs, and others wanted to be able to hug their parents or their grandparents. And what does this tell you? This tells you that our people are passionate about travel. And maybe you're too, or you feel connected to what I just shared, or you're interested to make an impact to the future of travel, now that we're in a pivotal moment of history. Well, you're at the right place then. Or you might be thinking, well, why joining the travel industry right now? And like I mentioned, in April 2020, we were acquired by the Trip.com group, and their support has been tremendous during this pandemic. Obviously, 2020 was a rough year in the travel industry, but we made it through, and we're seeing the demand is rising. I guess you feel familiar to that too. As soon as the borders are opening, you want to travel again. So we're really confident about the future. And also, what we learned during this pandemic is that we needed to automate. You can imagine we received a lot of demands from our customers about their flight tickets and any status or cancellations. So we had to automate and put our technology towards that purpose to make sure that we also are ready for the future when traveling is exploding again. And let me also share about our values. What are the behaviors that we see in our organization, and what are we proud of? So we are globally connected. We have offices in the Netherlands, in UK, Singapore, London, and the USA. So we're constantly connected together, and we're working towards one shared purpose. And our purpose is the next journey at your fingertips, whether it's from a career perspective or from a traveling perspective. We're customer obsessed. We always aim to be exceeding expectation, to excel, and to provide the best journey, best booking experience to our customers. Pioneering excellence, we love to innovate. We are a learning organization where we listen to each other and we try to understand, and we also learn from feedback, and we're looking to make decisions based on data that we have obtained. Inclusive family, we are very diverse and we're listening, respecting and supporting each other. Especially during this pandemic, we've seen that supporting each other has been so important. And I can tell you, whenever I go back to the office, I really feel like home again, because I can see there are some treats from my colleagues from their country or from their nationality that they are sharing. So it really feels like we are a family. And last but not least, positive passion. So we're extremely passionate about what we're doing. We love to inspire one another, and we work hard, but we also have a lot of fun. And let me also tell you a bit more about how it is to work in tech. So we have a truly diverse team, and in terms of nationality, I have some numbers I can share with you. So we have 43 different nationalities globally, and just in the Netherlands, we have 37 different nationalities. So we're not afraid to hire from abroad and help our colleagues to relocate, to settle, and to learn how to live in Amsterdam, which is a great city to be in. I love it. I'm also an expat. And of course, diversity doesn't stop at nationalities. It's also from a gender perspective. And we're quite proud of our numbers, and we're, of course, looking to even get more diverse. But with some data, I can tell you we have 36% of women in tech. And from a global perspective, over our manager workforce, we have 39% of managers who are women. And this really helps us to grow and to learn from each other, from different backgrounds, from different cultures, and discovering different food, like I just mentioned. And it really helps increase our innovation. The next topic is the internal growth and personal development. So, of course, every single individual is in the driver's seat of their own development. But our managers are truly dedicated to help our people grow in their career. And this can be within different teams, within different departments, or towards their career goal. And I feel really a true ambassador for this topic. And let me share you a bit more about my personal journey at Travix. I joined 5 years ago as an HR and payroll officer, and my career aspiration was always to become HR business partner. And my manager really helped me through this by giving me assignments and projects that were outside of the scope of my role. And this was to really help me gain new skills, new insight, and new specification within the HR field. Lately, the company also supported me and started a cursus about HR and strategy, where I gained further knowledge about HR foundations, but also about the strategic side. And it really helped me gain confidence. And today I'm in the role that I aspired to, and I'm enjoying every single moment of it. And my next point is about training and development and conference budget. And this is basically one of the means we have to help our people with their personal development. So we have a budget dedicated, and our developers or employees can use this to choose trainings that feed their personal development plan, whether it's about tech skills or soft skills. Of course, we also have an internal team who's dedicated to provide training towards all our employees, and especially about soft skills. And this can also be about experiences and new projects where you gain new skills. And recently, we also developed that our people should be blocking time to allow themselves to work on their personal developments. And this can be to join courses or, like I just mentioned, learning through experiences. And funny story, we also, during this pandemic, we also asked our people to block time for their personal well-being because, well, 9 to 5 mentality, it's gone now. And we don't want our people to be sitting behind the computer the whole day for 8 hours. So we invite our people to go outside, take a fresh air, or do their meetings walking outside. That's also one thing we invite people to do. And whether it's meditation or it's working out, you can block your time whenever it's best for you to focus on your well-being. And last but not least, obviously, like every company, we've been looking, what's the future of work? How will our employees be working once it's possible to go back to the office? And we've observed, like during this pandemic, working from home has worked greatly. And we see all the advantages of it. However, we also see we're social animals, and we miss this social interaction. So what we see is an hybrid work where some days you'll be in the office and some days you'll be working from home. And practically, how does this work? So we will ask the teams to be deciding together what is the day that they are going to work from the office, and agree on it, use that time in the office for meetings, story mapping, collaboration. And then on the days you work from home, you work on getting things done. Hopefully you have more quiet time, and then you can focus on your stories, for example, or your personal development time. And last but not least, I wanted to share with you some of our primary tech stacks that we're using. And I'm going to be also asking Ralph, let me stop sharing my screen so that we see each other. Hi, Ralph. How are you?
Good. And you?
Good, thanks. So can you tell your audience, what do we at Travix have to offer from a technology perspective?
That's a good question. And actually, to hook on into the things that you said, as we have diversity in our entire company, we also have diversity in our technology stacks. But of course, it doesn't make sense that everybody's doing a different thing. So we have people, in particular areas of our system doing similar work. So we have, for example, the front-end platform, which is using mainly React and Redux for state management, TypeScript, and Node.js. And for that, they have created this platform called Origami. And within Origami, they also have an API called Edge API, which serves as the backend for frontend. And that hooks on into the bigger portion of our entire system, which we call the backend, which consists of several subsystems used for flights, meaning the search bar, the shop, and the book. And hooked on into that, ancillaries, payments, and the back office. So as soon as you place your order, it ends up in a separate system. But all those systems, they are using mainly .NET Core, and some of them already .NET 5. And for the storage, the data storage, we're using cloud storage. We're using Google Cloud Platform. And our systems are mainly containing microservices, which are being deployed to a Kubernetes cluster. For the data storage itself, we're using various data storage solutions like SQL Server, Couchbase, PostgreSQL, PubSub, Cloud Storage. So did I bore anybody already? So there's also several other systems closely related. The most obvious one is called Supply Hub, and also Supply Workflow. Both of them are using Java technology, and those teams reside closely together in London, as opposite of the other teams which are located in Amsterdam. And they are using mainly Spring Boot, and also deploying their things as microservice into Google Cloud. And lastly, there is also data engineering. They are mostly using BigQuery and mostly using Python, but I'm deliberately saying mostly here because they're using all whatever they need to get the job done. And also not important to notice that we also have DevSecOps team. They are also currently responsible for maintenance on Estafet, which is our custom CI/CD system. So we built that in-house, and it's awesome. We're using it every day, and it makes the builds and deployments a breeze. So yeah, kudos to that. And it's that one is written in Go, so there's also experience related to Go in that team. And of course, they are also using bash scripts. And for the security part, they mainly are using integration with Sneak. So yeah, that is quite a big list, right?
Yes, and maybe our audience is curious about how many releases do we do a day or in average? How does that go at Travix?
Well, I think we do that many releases that we don't even keep track of that. Although officially, we have a release notification system, and I see about 5 to 10 of those emails every day. But besides that, under the hood, there could be one notification sent that could contain 10 separate microservice releases.
All right. Thank you, Ralph, for sharing all this.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And well, we're happy to answer questions from the audience as well right now.
Yeah, I actually answered one of them that was already asked in the Q&A I saw.
Hello. Hi, Joyce.
Hi.
Thank you so much for this informative talk, and Ralph as well. We will have a question and answer now. I think there is one person, Ishu Dahiya, who has raised the hand. So we will invite them on the stage and then answer the question. Yeah. Hi, Ishu. Hello. Ishu, can you hear us?
Hi, Rajesh. You have a question for us? Hello?
I don't think so. Hello, Ishu, can you hear us? Or Rajesh, hello? Okay, let's have another question. Meanwhile, seems like there is in technical difficulties. So another question is, what are you seeing in a person that he or she will fit in your company culture? That's for Joyce and Ralph.
You want to take this one, Joyce?
Sure. So I shared with you the values that we observe in our employees. So this is the type of behavior that we love to see in candidates, and we like to see people who are eager to innovate and who can be flexible in taking new responsibilities. And our company mantra is we grow people. So we're also looking for people who are eager to learn new things.
Nice.
Maybe Ralph, you want to add something?
No, actually, you said it quite accurately. Actually, I can add a little bit about that. We also, as managers, keep an eye on the balance within our teams to make sure that we have the healthy culture, not only within the entire company, but also in the teams themselves, so that we're able to create self-sustaining and growing teams, so that everybody can interact, collaborate, and learn from each other.
Well, that's a very clear answer. Thank you so much. We have another person on the stage. The question is, thank you so much for the detailed information. Can you tell us more about your marketing, social media team? I want in the aviation and as well as the social media work. Yeah.
Yes, so we have a marketing and a social media team who is working on creating content to inspire our customers. It's obviously based on languages, because we have websites in different countries, and we're working, of course, with all the social medias that we have, with Instagram, with, of course, LinkedIn, but also Facebook, and really feeding our website. If you're curious, you can visit CheapTickets.nl, where you can see blogs that our marketing team is writing to inspire our customer. And lately, obviously, the goal that we had about the post on our website was also to help our customer with finding their ways through the pandemic and how to travel at this moment. So this has been the focus we had on our blogs.
Cool. Thank you. I hope this answers your question. The next is it an internal company culture to build to its own tools? That's the question. Wait. Or did you open source your solution yet, or planning to do it?
Yeah, let me answer that one. So yeah, we have the mantra, and I think everybody knows that you build it, you run it, right? So that means that if you are going to build your own tool, you have to run it, you have to own it. And in this case, we were looking for external solutions because that's by default you have to do, because other companies are much better in creating those things based on their expertise. But we found out that the CI/CD system that we wanted to use, or the process that we wanted to use, could not fit one particular solution entirely. So we got a great engineer here who took it on to see how far he could get with building it himself. So, and I think he did pretty well. And by the way, that solution is open source. It's called SFVet. So if you go to sfvet.io, you can actually download it and try it out for yourself.
Cool, thank you. Another question is Travix working on a service-based or a product-based industry?
Maybe it's good, Half, if you explain how do we operate in tech and how our teams are structured for this matter.
Mm-hmm. I think it is a bit of a hybrid, although we are working with products. It's also something that is usual when you are using Agile and Scrum, that you are talking about products. But there is also services that operate as a product. But in essence, we regard our entire system as a single product containing several sub-products. And all the teams are responsible. Each team has their own product or products that they're taking care of. And that can either be a physical product, like I mentioned, with flights, shopping, booking, or with ancillaries, like baggage, insurances and such. Those teams become responsible for anything related to that. So we have product owners that taking care of their products, so to speak.
Okay, cool. I think we have one more question, but I believe, or a few more, but I think we are running out of time, so we have to end it here. If you have further questions, please reach out to them personally on their booth. They would be happy to answer your questions there. And
Definitely.
Thank you so much for your time, Joyce and Ralph. It was really very informative, and thank you so much for spending time with us, explaining everything about the company culture of yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much too.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Bye.